Would you like to crochet this gorgeous September Falls shawl? You can with my help. And in this video series, I'm going to teach you how.
Hi, I'm Wanda with Sweet Wanda Jean. Sweet Wanda Jean teaches you how to crochet. And then you can make those beautiful Afghans, blankets, and gifts for your family and friends. They'll be heirlooms they can pass down from generation to generation. Today, we're crocheting the September Falls shawl. I just love this shawl. I love the colors. They're warm. And then it's getting cool in the evening, so this is the perfect wrap to put on in these cool, chilly fall evenings and afternoons. I use worsted yarn, size 4. I used 2 colors. I used the variegated, and then I chose one of the bright colors out of the variegated yarn to use as a solid. It makes a nice contrast and shows off that pretty star-shaped motif in the pattern. To make this pattern simple to follow, I broke it down into very small, bite-sized videos. So when you finish this video, you go right to the next one. Be sure to like this video so that other people can find it, and then subscribe to the channel so that you'll be the first to know when I put out a new video. Let's get into the pattern.
Okay, hi everybody, I'm back. Yes, I went to water aerobics and loved it with my friend. So now we're starting on row 18. And I'm going to do my count again. Okay. Okay, we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and turn, and turn. We're on row 18. And we're going to do our basic beginning again, which is to make a cluster on the end that increases the size. We're going to chain 1 and go back to our pattern, double crochet on the end of this cluster, double crochet in the chain 1 space, double crochet in the first stitch of the next cluster, chain 1, and you know the pattern. We're going to keep going until we get to our little motif. Okay, now we're here close to our motif again. So I chain 1, I'm going to chain 2, 3, 4, 5 chains again. And you remember when we're going into the motif area or little lace part, most of the time you chain 5. So now we have this chain 5 space here. So we're chaining 5. We're going to go in to the chain 5. Okay, let's do that again so you understand. It's chain 5 here. Now we're going to single crochet in the chain 5 space. We're going to single crochet in the next single crochet, single in the next single crochet, single in the next single crochet, and then single crochet in the chain 5 space, chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to double crochet onto, you're going to skip these 2 double crochets and double crochet in here. And I'm going to lay it out so you can see it. Okay. Lay it down here. Yeah, you can see it pretty good. So we made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 clusters, and we chained 5, and we did 5 double crochets across. So 1 in the chain 5 space, 1 in each of those 3 single crochets we made in the previous row, and then 1 single crochet in the chain 5 space, chain 5 again, and then we're going to pick up our basic pattern until we get to the next one, which is really going to be only 1 cluster. Single crochet across those 3, so as we did before. Single crochet in the next chain, a chain 5 space, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we are at our friend the corner. We're going to turn it. So we're going to skip these 2 and double crochet in that one. Now 2 in the corner as we did before. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and 2 double crochets here. Double crochet in this stitch. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, we're mirroring, making a mirror of the other side here. So here's our 5, and single crochet in the chain 5 space, single crochet across the next 3 single crochets, single crochet in the chain 5 space, and chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, skip these 2 and single crochet, or rather double crochet into that stitch. We're going to make our cluster across this, and we're only going to do 1 cluster because we'll be right back at our motif. Chain 5 space. That was our last one. We're going to chain 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're going to finish out our row. Skipping these 2, going here, and we're going to go ahead and finish out that row. Okay, we're going to add our increased cluster here on the end. One, 2, 3 for our turn, and that's the end of row 18. I'm going to count them just to make sure, but I'm sure it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Right. So again, chain 3 and turn. And we'll do our beginning, which is make a cluster on the end, chain 1, and we're going to do our basic until we get to our motif. So, which is, if you forget what our basic stitch, or what our basic pattern is to chain 1, skip this middle double crochet on top of the last double crochet in that cluster, double crochet in the chain 1 space, double crochet on top of the first double crochet in the next cluster. Okay, chain 1 and repeat that across. Okay, and we're going to chain 1, and now we're to our motif again, or close. So rather than chaining 5 and going here, this time we're going to begin to close the gap up between these. So we're going to chain one, and we're going to make another cluster close to the motif. So double crochet in that last stitch of this previous row, and then you're going to put 2 double crochets in the chain 5 space. Okay? Then chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and single crochet. Now this time we're going to skip the first single crochet, and we're going to single crochet in the next single crochet, and single crochet in the next one and this one till you've crocheted 3 single crochets. And we're going to stop there and chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what you've done is that you have not single crocheted, you've skipped, okay, there we go. That's the best word for it. You skipped the single crochet on either side and just single crocheted in the 3 on the top, because there were 5 single crochets in the previous row. So you're skipping the end single crochets and just single crocheting in the 3 in the middle. Then you're going to chain 5, and instead of skipping all the way over like we've done before, we're going to put 2 double crochets in this chain 5 space. Okay. Then we're at 1 double crochet in that first double crochet, chain 1. We're sort of going back to our same pattern before. So now you can see what's happening with our little star that we're making. We're bringing it back in. It went out this way, now we're going to come up this way. And so it's a little diamond shape here, and it's sort of a star in totality. Double crochet on that first stitch, and we're coming to our corner. So now we're going to chain 1, double crochet here, 2 in the chain 3 space, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, 2 more in the chain 3 space, double crochet on that first stitch of that cluster, chain 1, double crochet here. Remember, you're skipping that one in the middle. We're back to our same pattern. We're put 2 in the chain 5 space. We're going to do the exact same thing we did on the other side and mirror. Okay. And so chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're skipping the outside single crochets. So we're just putting 3 in the middle. 1, 2, 3. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. And 2 double crochets in the chain 5 space. Double crochet into this first stitch. We're back to our pattern for just a second. Chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the last stitch, Okay, again, we're going to put 2 in the chain 5 space. One in that first double crochet of this cluster, chain 1, and we're back to our basic pattern all the way to the end of the row. So we're starting row 20. Okay. And we'll put our red row 20. We're going to put our cluster at the end, chain 1, and we're going to go back into our basic pattern. Okay, so we're back to our motif again. And we're going to, chain 1 and then put 1 here on the last stitch. And now we're going to put 2 double crochets in the chain 5 space. Yeah. We're going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we have our chain 3 in the previous row, or rather our 3 single crochets in the previous row. What I want you to do is single crochet in that middle single crochet. That's it. And then chain 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. And 2 double crochets in the chain 5 space. And 1 double crochet in the first of the cluster in the previous row. So you see, we have just about finished our little diamond shape, star shape cluster. Okay? We're coming to that corner. So back to our basic pattern for a minute. Okay, to our corner pattern, which is double crochet on that last one, 2 in the chain 3 space, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, 2 in the chain 3 space, there you go, double crochet here, and chain 1, turn it into that corner, open it up so you can see it here. I really like how the corners turn out. I think it looks really pretty there. I'll spread it out in a minute after I complete my corner turn. Okay. Be sure, as you can see, be sure and put your 2 double crochets in the chain 5 space, and then 1 here. Okay. Now I'm ready to spread it out so we can look at it, because I think the corner turns very pretty when you have your two little diamond motif, lacy diamond motifs there. And so the corner turns out really pretty. I love this pattern. I designed the shawl, but this diamond pattern I've made in other things. I have a couple of baby blankets. If you see my website, you'll see I have a baby blanket that uses this pattern again. And all the way to the end where we're about to finish it up. We've done it several times, so I'm going to show you again. We put 1 double crochet here, 2 in the chain 5 space, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet in that middle single crochet, chain 5 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 double crochets in the chain 5 space, and double crochet here. And chain 1, skip, and we're back to our basic pattern all the way to the end of the row. Yeah. Okay, we're at that end. And again, we're going to go into the top of the turning chain. I don't know if you remember, but I have been trying to use more than one. There you go. We've been trying to use more than one piece of the yarn in that stitch, trying to use 2 loops of that chain instead of 1, just because I think it's a little more stable. Don't worry if you didn't do it in the beginning, because I didn't do it in the beginning either. You'll notice here I only use 1 here, and this is where I started using more than 1. I just thought it felt a little more stable. You won't notice it because we're going to put an edging across here, so you won't notice that. I just thought as I was going, I wanted it to be a little firmer. It won't hurt. I've made plenty of shawls in the past where it only had 1. So in case that's what's happened, don't worry about it. I just thought it looked a little sturdier. And I'm going to chain 1, 2, 3, and hold on, we're going to turn. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and complete row number 21. And this will be the last of the accent color. This is our last row of the accent color. So we're turning, doing our turning cluster there, chain 1, and go right back into our pattern. Okay, we're coming up on it. Okay, here we are. We're getting close to where the stitches change, where the motif is. So we're gonna chain 1, and we're going to make our cluster in the chain 5 space. So 1 double crochet on that last one, 2 double crochets in the chain 5 space, and then we're going to chain 1, and that's it. 2 double crochets in the chain 5 space, one double crochet in that next double crochet, and guess what? We just closed it up. And there you go. Here's your little star, or here's your little diamond. And here's our points of our star. And there we go. Gonna go back to our basic pattern again. I just wanted you to be able to see exactly what we're looking at there. I think it's really pretty. Now we're gonna go back to our corner piece. And the corner is always the same. Here I'm starting with with one chain, double crochet, and skip one double crochet. I'm gonna chain one, skip this double crochet, chain over, yarn over, excuse me, and double crochet here, 2 double crochets in the chain 3 space. We're at our corner. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, 2 more double crochets in the chain 3 space. And 1 in this double crochet. We've made our turn. Chain 1. Go back to our basic pattern. Okay, so here we are at that last motif. Chain 1, skip 1, and double crochet in that last double crochet of that cluster, 2 in the chain 5 space, chain 1, double crochet, 2 double crochets in the next chain 5 space, chain 1, skip 1 and skip 1 and move into that 1 double crochet like we did, then double crochet in the center, chain 1 space, and double crochet on this end, and we're finishing out this row with our basic pattern just like we always do. Okay, we're coming up to our last cluster before we add one. Okay, so now here's our increase cluster on this end. Crochet into that chain 3 space. Crochet into that chain 3 stitch. Represents a double crochet. Okay, so this is our last row of our accent color. Gonna chain 1 here, and we're gonna pull it so that we have at least, we're gonna pull it so we have at least 6 inches. And I'm gonna clip. There you go. And here you go. So next we're going to add, go back to our variegated color, but you can see, I just want you to take a look. I'm going to take the gold out for a minute so you can see. We looked at it once before, we're going to look again. Here's our corner, and then you can see our beautiful little motif. And we turn our corner, there it is again. And here, and corner. So now we're going to go back to our variegated yarn.